So earlier tonight was the Marvel panel for CinemaCon in Las Vegas, and they showed off a Doomsday trailer. They showed it twice. We have yet to see the trailer as of the night of April 16th. However, we do have information from New Rockstars that talks about the trailer itself, and I want to just talk about it and share my thoughts. So the first note was that Professor X reacts to an explosion outside the window of the X Mansion. We already know that Patrick Stewart is going to come back to play Professor X. We already know they're in the movie. We already know there's a handful of X-Men. We hear Downey's assented voice as Victor Von Doom warning of an impending doom and saying they'll need to make an unthinkable decision. So, according to a lot of information, Downey is going to be putting on an accent for Doom. It's not going to just be like Iron Man, Doctor Doom. It is going to be something different. Next, we see Doctor Doom, armored with mask on, make a superhero landing in the courtyard of Mansion. We're assuming that is the X Mansion, just because that's the only mansion that we really have in this current layout. Most of the action is in the X Mansion. Go figure. Channing Tatum as Gambit fights Shang-Chi. So we already know that Channing Tatum and Simu Liu are coming back respectively as Gambit and Shang-Chi. But seeing that these two characters kind of going head-to-head is kind of cool. And I'm excited to see how that works out. Mystique shapeshifts into Yelena and fights the real Yelena. This is cool. This is weird. Because we know that there's going to be a lot of fighting between the X-Men, the other teams, the two Avengers teams. So that's kind of cool that we're seeing Mystique go up against the new Avengers in this way. Thor leads the Avengers in a speech to settle their differences. I'm a little iffy on that. I'm going to have to see it. I'm going to have to hear it to believe it. We see Avengers Tower with the new Avengers logo and a new building shape. We already know that Val bought the old Avengers Tower to turn it into the Watchtower. That was going to be for Sentry, but now the new Avengers have it. And we know that at the end of that movie, there was a mention of a lawsuit by Sam Wilson. So I'm curious to see how their new logo looks compared to the modern Avengers, or the normal Avengers logo. The desert landscape from the fourth teaser is actually the sea bottom with the ocean parted by Namor, Moses style, where the Fantastic Four meet the Wakandans. We know that they did some filming in the Middle East for this movie, and we saw that in the fourth trailer with the Wakandans and the Calasanese meeting the Fantastic Four. So it's going to be interesting to see like how their meeting goes. And then Thor says, in quote, "We need a miracle." And then Mjolnir goes into the hand of Steve Rogers with long hair. That's kind of the big thing. So we're going to see a reunion between the first Avenger and the God of Thunder. So where do we kind of stand with this? This is a huge movie, and this is going to be... I feel like it could end up being bigger than Endgame. However, it still concerns me because we really haven't seen a lot about this movie. We've only seen the 4 or 5 micro teasers that we got at the beginning of the year when Avatar was in theaters, and we got the 2 post-credit scenes from Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. So hopefully soon, we get the trailer and we can finally start to dissect this a little more. But until then, we have what we were given by New Rockstars, and it's pretty hype. I'm honestly really excited. So hopefully we get to see where this goes, and I can't wait to see this trailer.